Alright, so as promised, just going to do a couple more examples here. And so let's see what we can do with this. So once again, given this standard form, what we want to need to do is change it into vertex form. So the standard form here, the first thing we have to do is label out our A, our B, and our C. Well, the A, B, and C just come from the coefficients in front of the x squared, the x, and then our constant here. Now remember, this is a no x zone, so I shouldn't have any x's here. So what's in front of the x squared? Well, there's nothing in front of the x squared, so it must just be a 1. Because 1 times x squared is just x squared. So my a value is 1. No x is there, no x squared. And then the number in front of my x, that's a 6. And then my constant term there, my c, is -8. Be really careful with negative signs when you're doing these problems. So now remember, the x-coordinate of my vertex. The x-coordinate of the vertex is always, remember the formula? See if you remember the formula for our x-coordinate of our vertex. It's always going to be -b over 2a. So -b over 2a is going to give me the x-coordinate of the vertex. And in this case, that's going to be -6 divided by 2a. Well, 2a is just 2 times 1, so that's just 2. So the x-coordinate of our vertex is 3. So I always like to write the vertex somewhere. So the vertex is going to be 3 for the x-coordinate. Now, how do I get that y-coordinate? Well, I know x, and I have a formula for y, so we can just do y equals x squared. So that's going to be 3 squared plus, oh, sorry, -3. Goodness, Fransky, dropping negative signs everywhere. So it's -3 squared plus 6 times -3. And then -8. Well, -3 squared is +9, because negative times a negative is a positive. So I'm at +9. 6 times -3 is a -18. And then we have -8 hanging out at the end. Well, 9 minus 18 is -9. -8 gives me a -17. So that's my y-coordinate. So I have my x-coordinate and my y-coordinate in here. So my x-coordinate is -3. Remember, I forgot to put that negative in there. And then we have -17 for the y. So now that I have my vertex, I can put it into vertex form. So remember, whatever I have here, it's always the opposite in the vertex form. So it's going to be y plus 17 equals, now you've noticed here, I like to do the x first, and then I worry about the number in front later. So it's going to be x plus 3 quantity squared. And then right in front of the parentheses here, what do I put there? Oh, it's just the a value. So it's just whatever the a value is. Well, in this case, the a is 1. So do I need anything there? I don't think so. I don't need to put anything there. I could put the 1 there if I wanted to, but without it there, it just means there's a 1. So I'm all done there. That is my final answer for vertex form. Not too bad. So this last problem I want to do is one that's from your worksheet. This is actually worksheet problem number 3. So if you want to follow along with me on that worksheet that you have, you can do that. So once again, we're going to write out A, B, and C. Our A value here this time, well, what is that? Let's see, our a value here looks like it's going to be -1. -1 for a, because we have a negative x squared, but there's no number in front, so it must be a -1. Our b value here is -14. And our c value is -59. Oh, that's a big one. So at this point, if you want to pause the video and see if you can solve the rest of the problem on your own, it might be a good way to practice. Then you can check your work with me. So let's take a look here. Oh, pilot's talking. So remember the x-coordinate. The x-coordinate is always going to be -b over 2a. -b over 2a in this case is going to be -14. Oh, good. So the negatives are going to cancel out there. Divided by 2a. Well, a is -1, so 2a is going to be -2. So that gives me a 14 over -2, which is -7. So that's the x-coordinate of my vertex. So my vertex is going to have an x-coordinate of -7. Oh, too much there. So -7 is my x-coordinate. And to find the y-coordinate, I have to actually plug in -7. So it'll be -7 squared minus 14 times -7 minus 59. So 7 squared is 49. -7 squared is 49. So I have a -49 here, because I square it and then apply the negative sign. So I have -49. Two negatives here are going to make a positive. Let's see, that's going to be 70 plus 28 is 98. and then minus 59. Negative 49 plus 98 gives me a positive 49, and then I'm subtracting 59. So that's going to give me a y-coordinate of negative 10. So plug that negative 10 in here for the vertex. So I have my vertex now. So I'm going to put it into vertex form. So it's going to be y plus 10 is equal to x plus 7 squared. Now what do I put in front? Remember, it's just the a value right here. So I just put the negative 1 in front, or I can just put a negative, because negative 1, or just having a negative in front there, is what's going to take care of it. And I have my vertex form. So there you go. That's problem number 3 on your worksheet for today. So remember, please go to Moodle. On Moodle, you'll find a Movie Monday today, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I think that the people in 6th hour have already seen it. And hopefully you'll be able to finish the rest of the problems on this worksheet. Lots of opportunities to practice going from standard to vertex form. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.